Today we have our Week 15 predictions. We are already flying through this season, and it feels like there's no way we're in Week 15, but we are. Before we get into this video, though, let me remind you, check out DUBBY.gg. Use code SHREDDER for 10% off your order on anything on their website. These right here are some of their energy drinks. Right here, I got their mystery flavor. It's pretty good. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of maybe a cherry-ish flavor. Not to ruin the mystery, I guess, but sometimes I don't like buying things if I don't know what it is, so maybe you don't either. Check them out at DUBBY.gg. Use code SHREDDER for 10% off your order of anything on their website. And also check out my merch line. I've got new shirts coming out, and they're still coming out. I've still got more to make. So go check it out in the description, and let's get to this video. Really quickly, just to overview what I messed up on last week. So, starting off, I did take the Chargers to beat the Chiefs. It was an upset call. Didn't happen, but either way. I also had the Bills winning. That's 2. And then 3, I had the Cardinals beating the Seahawks. Those are my 3 mess-ups of the week. Let's go ahead and put them back to make sure they don't mess up the standings. But hey, not too bad. I was 10-3, so everything else is pretty good. Let's move on to this week. A large, healthy portion of games this week. This time, let's start in the interconference matchups, the cross-conference things. Giants, Ravens. That sucks for the AFC North and most other teams because the Ravens are going to win. Yeah, there's no way. The Giants are the Giants, and that's all you have to say. They're bad, so we'll move on. Buccaneers and Chargers. That's actually a really good game. Chargers sitting at 8-5. Buccaneers sitting at what? What are they? They're 7-6. They're leading their division. Both teams needing this win very badly. Chargers coming off a loss to the Chiefs. Bucks, this division, there's always something with them. Let's go Chargers. There's always something with this Bucks division, this NFC South. They're always 9-8, and that's how they scrape into the playoffs. So I'm going to make sure that continues. Patriots, Cardinals. I really like the Patriots here. I like the matchup a lot, but I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are just simply the better team, have a lot more going for them, and they're just better. It's not that much different. One of the, if not the, game of the week. Buffalo, Detroit. That's a 10 out of 10 matchup right there, man. Detroit needs this one. Detroit needs this one. This is like a big game for them. They have struggled lately. Granted, it was against a lot of division rivals, and division games can go either way, as we always say. But Buffalo needs this one too. They are going to try to stick around, making sure Pittsburgh doesn't take over their spot. Give me Buffalo. I think Detroit, they won like 11 straight or something like that. I think it's time for them to lose their second game on the year. Their second game, they're fine. They're chilling, bro. It ain't that big a deal. Buffalo, they're coming off a loss to the Rams. I think they need a get-back game. And I think this is going to be a good one that they'll win. And this is pretty much going to solidify Josh Allen's MVP season right here. Not that it's already not solidified. It pretty much is. But this game right here, we'll look back at this one and be like, yeah, that's who's winning the MVP this year. Moving on, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Battle for Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh has not won in Philadelphia since 1965. Granted, they've only played a handful of games since then in Philadelphia. They don't play that often, which is kind of weird. You'd think two teams in the same state, they should play all the time, just because it's kind of a natural rivalry. This is a tough one. Eagles are under some fire, though, man, and they've had a big winning streak. How many have they won straight? I can't remember. I think like 9 straight, maybe. Give me Pittsburgh. I think they're going to break the streak. I think Pittsburgh, this game is going to solidify them as, oh, man, is Pittsburgh like, are they legit? Are they the team? Are they real? Are they for real in the AFC? I think this game's going to put them in that spot because Philadelphia, it's a good time for Steelers to play Philadelphia. There's the Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown beef or something going on. And, George Pickens needs to play, though. I will say, if George Pickens does not play, I'm going to call my wild card here. If George Pickens doesn't play, Philadelphia wins. There's too much to rely on there. In this matchup. Cleveland, they're not that good, so, they were able to handle it last week, but Philadelphia, that's a different animal. Atlanta, the Raiders, good luck, Atlanta. They finally get a get-back game. They have lost 4 straight, and they're going to still take over the division after this lineup happening, if I'm correct. That's how bad this division is, to be quite honest. They're lucky. They're very lucky. The Raiders, they're not going to play Desmond Ridder, the team who drafted him. Granted, could Desmond Ridder come in there and beat him up? That's actually very possible. I think it is very possible, but I also think this team, they're probably settling in to trying to get that number 1 pick, so we'll say the Falcons do get a win on this one. Jumping into the NFC games. This is a massive game. Thursday night football this week. Tomorrow night, Rams, 49ers. This game, let's see. 49ers are 6-7. Rams are 7-6. Both teams need this game. badly. Rams, give me the Rams. They are going to start taking over this division. They're going to push for that 3rd seed in the conference because of, the playoff restructuring that shouldn't ever happen. It's really stupid. But either way, they are going to push for this division. I do think so. This is a great time to do it as well. They're picking up steam. Every year they do this. Every single year the Rams do this. They look questionable. They're 5-6, and they're like, are they going to do anything this year? And they rattle off 3. They lose 1. You're like, oh, man, that might be a bad case for them. And they win the rest of them. And suddenly they're like 10-7, and it's fine. It's all cool. And they would make the playoffs, and they do good, and yeah, whatever. They're a very tough matchup. That's what we're seeing right now. Beating Buffalo last week was stupid. That was crazy. They played no defense, and they played a lot of offense, and it worked. They can do the same thing versus the 49ers. It is a division game. It can go either way. Give me the Rams in that one. Commanders and Saints. Commanders, I guess. I mean, the Saints are kind of awful, terrible. So, yeah, now they don't have Derek Carr. So, yeah, give me the Commanders. Cowboys, Panthers. This is low-key a game the Panthers could win. Panthers have looked very good lately. What are they? They're 3-10. This is a game the Panthers could absolutely win. I'm going to go Carolina here. I'm going to see if that's that's probably the upset of the week right there. But give me Carolina. I think that is a game that sounds good for them to win. The way they're playing, as long as they don't just put up a stinker, I like it. I actually like it a lot. Green Bay, Seattle. This is a massive game for playoff implications across the NFC. This is a game that will really change a ton of stuff. Like, I mean, tons of stuff. There is a lot of stuff here that if Green Bay wins, look, Rams take over this division. Green Bay moves to 10-4. It's kind of like they lock in. The Packers need this win too. If Seattle wins, Green Bay 9-5, they're almost out of the playoffs. Seattle 9-5, they get a big lead over the Rams. But give me Green Bay. I think Green Bay's the better team here. I haven't really given Seattle their flowers all year, and I did this week. Then after beating Arizona and proving me wrong again, all right, they get their flowers. However, Green Bay coming off the loss to Detroit, they need this win very badly. This is a get-back game for them at the biggest advantage. So they have to win this one. It is one that's just, it's just going to be bad luck for the Seahawks coming in or playing Green Bay. Granted, they get it at home, but either way. Bears, Vikings, what are we looking at here? 11-2, 4-9. Did you see the Vikings last week? I'm not picking against them. And finally, for our AFC teams, Texans, Dolphins. This is a pretty big game in itself. Texans are 8-5, leading their division. Dolphins are 6-7, trying to push for that 7 seed. Give me the Dolphins. I think they're the better team right now. They look like they are a good football team again. The Texans have been struggling all season. They just had their bye week, so maybe that'll help. But right now, from what I've seen this year, give me the Dolphins. Bengals, Titans. Brian Callahan, former Bengals offensive coordinator, now head coach of the Tennessee Titans. It's a good game for him to try to get a get back, right? However, Titans, they simply just kind of suck. So, yeah, all you fans of Titans who said that they were going to be good and like the best team in the division and Calvin Ridley was so good and all this stuff this season, I'm so glad you were wrong. Like, I don't even hate the Titans, but like I'm just going to be quite honest with you. The stupidity of some of the takes that were coming out of Tennessee this year were just insane. Calvin Ridley's still a top 10 receiver. He's not even top 20, not 30, top 40 maybe. I don't know. He's not good. The team is just not good. It's just not. Jeffrey Simmons is good. That's about it. Either way. Moving on. Jets, Jaguars. Wow, this is terrible. 3-10 versus 3-10. Jets are the better team. I'll give them the win. I mean, they need the win. Mac Jones is Mac Jones, and that's fine. I mean, he did good last week, but this is the Jets. And, they, on paper, have a very good roster. They just haven't played like it, but I'll take them this week. Kansas City versus Cleveland. Good Lord. I mean, I hope Cleveland can pull out a win, but, let's be real. It's Cleveland. Kansas City. All the away teams winning. Good Lord. Colts and Broncos. This is a big game. 8-5 Broncos right here. They're the 7 seed. Where are they at? 6-7 Colts. They're the 9 seed. If the Colts win, they move to the 8 seed. Broncos move to stay at the 7 seed. But the Broncos coming off the bye week, they're the better team. The Colts, they don't have the established, I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. Basically, Anthony Richardson is more chaotic than Bo Nix, and it's hard to predict him winning anything without, substantial just stupidity. So, yeah, give me Bo Nix in that one. Bo Nix has played really well lately. These are my picks for the week. Like I said, upset of the week, that's the Panthers and over the Cowboys. The lock of the week. Where am I going to take my lock? I'm going to take a tough one here. I'm going to take a tough one. Give me Green Bay over Seattle as a lock of the week. Or Miami over to the Texans. Either one. I'll take either one. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And who would you pick as your lock of the week? This one? I want to know who's your lock of the week. Who do you think they're winning this game? It doesn't matter. Either way, I'll see you on the next one.